Valve Gunk, direct injection, is there a relationship? And if so, what do you need to know? Let's take a look at direct injection's potentially dirty little secret and a couple of tips to help protect your wallet and your engine. Cheap to pricey, car to truck, mainstream to exotic, direct injection's fuel-saving and performance-enhancing capabilities are well proven. But there might be a problem. Direct injected engines have their fuel injectors inside of the combustion chamber, where fuel never touches the intake valves where Valve Gunk likes to build up. All engines create the ingredients for Valve Gunk, but in a regular fuel-injected engine, much of that gunk is sprayed clean off of the intake valves in real time by the fuel injectors whenever the engine is running, so it builds up very slowly, if at all. And in a direct injection engine, since fuel never touches the top of the intake valves, the gunk accumulates just the same, but there's nothing there to clean it off. Now, owners of many different types of vehicles from all around the globe are reporting problems that arise when that gunk builds up out of control. So a little illustration about the difference between a conventional fuel-injected engine and a direct-injected engine. This is an intake valve, and your engine has a bunch of these, and we're going to pretend that this right here is a fuel injector. Now, in a conventional fuel-injected engine, the fuel is introduced up here above the intake valve. So every time this injector sprays, it's cleaning off the top of that valve. Now, the concept of how an engine works with a direct-injected engine is the same, except that the fuel injector is moved from up here to down here inside of the cylinder, below that intake valve. So every time this sprays, I mean, it can unleash as much fuel as it likes, and this one's almost out of gas, but the point is that this fuel is never touching the top of this intake valve and never cleaning it. So what can you do about it? Well, it turns out there are a couple of ways to indirectly fend off the excessive accumulation of problematic valve gunk. Here's a look at 3 tips that can help. Number 1, spark plugs. Keep them fresh and never go over the factory set service intervals. In fact, change them early if you can. Now, that's good advice in any vehicle, and especially one with a direct injected engine. When plugs get old and dirty and worn out, your engine can't burn its fuel as cleanly and efficiently. This rapidly results in more soot and gunk since your combustion process becomes dirtier, which, by the way, is bad for your plugs too. Dirtier plugs make more soot, which makes your plugs dirtier, which makes more soot. It's like a snowball effect rolling towards valve gunk disaster. Solution: change those plugs early and never go a moment over the factory service interval. Number 2, use a top-tier rated fuel every single time. Now, these are widely available at your major retailers throughout Canada as well as many others. Make sure the place you fill up sells top-tier rated gasoline, which is formulated with top-of-the-line cleaning properties that go above and beyond standard regulations. This won't directly clean your intake valves again because the fuel never touches them, but it does keep other parts of your fuel system in tip-top shape, including the all-important fuel injectors. And finally, number 3, you know that little booklet in your glove box that says owner's manual on it? Well, read that, find the factory maintenance intervals, and follow them to a T. Pay particular attention to oil changes and be sure to only use the oil type, grade, and viscosity specified for your ride, as it may have special properties that help prevent valve gunk buildup indirectly. Oh, and make sure that you follow your factory set engine air filter change intervals religiously as well, changing that part early if possible, because a clogged engine air filter may indirectly contribute to valve gunk buildup as well. Your owner's manual might include a service like this one, a direct injection engine cleaning service applied by a professional mechanic. Some vehicles recommend this type of treatment on a regular basis to periodically clean intake valve deposits before they become problematic, though it may not always be a good idea to begin this treatment on a higher mileage direct injected engine. Talk to your favorite technician or dealer service advisor for more details. And now you know. Thanks for watching.